Hello and welcome to the Slightly Explodey Show. We are here on GTA 5 for another Rhys-made track. We had someone managed to disconnect on the grid, and I think someone might have spawned in the wrong car or started the race in the wrong car. So yeah, we've got slight reshufflings around going on here. There's you're cutting it a bit fine, guys, for getting ready in time for the off as the race is going to get underway here. As someone's managed to crash into the start-finish line. We've had a crash before we've left the grid. That's never a good sign. We're also 4 or 5 wide, and somebody's gone visiting the senior. I think that might have been Rhys. I saw Offensive Blue go tumbling off the road, and people not paying attention to braking zones. Stay out of trouble. Literally, that's all you have to do. Stay out of trouble for the first little bit, and then things will go well. This, unlike my attempts at building a sensible racetrack, is not a sensible racetrack. In any way, shape, or form, there is no sensibleness in this track. There is vertical drops, well, almost vertical drops. Then it's a vertical climb back up as well. That's the even scarier part. There is loops. There is all sorts of shenanigans. Look at the speed. Much speed in the Proto. That's what Slipstream will do for you. Downhill and some boost pads, and then we can hit that, and everyone will stop completely dead. Oh yeah, and then we've got to go back up again. Oh. No! I was admiring the cast. No, Rhys! No, Rhys murdered us. Rhys absolutely murdered us in that one. There is a fair bit more luck involved in this than perhaps some of our other races. We were leading coming down the hill. And between being pile-drived by 2 cars and laughing at one particular stricken car, has there been... Oh! Big explosion. Don't tumble into me, thank you. Yeah. It's very, very silly. But that's half the fun. Oh, that's a bit too big of a jump. Guys! Incoming! Oh! Team Orange have not really helped each other out there, but never mind. We've survived. Oh, and then because Rhys knows I absolutely love doing loops, he's given us, I think, 4 in a row. Yeah, we've got 4 in a row loops to try and go around here. Thankfully, these are the loops that are slightly better for me, because we're not actually having to worry about twisting. It's like a perfectly vertical loop to be going around, so we don't have to worry about... like twisting the car. These ramps do occasionally catch vehicles. Very, very rarely, but they have caught. I think they caught the orange car as well. It was going slowly. They can, I think it's like the splitter or something on this, can snag on the bottom. Ah! I spy Rhys, who punted me straight clear off the map. I'm not gonna even try and overtake on a loop. That's how things go badly wrong. Orange car has a scapade. Rhys has a scapade. Both off the track, and we're in 5th place. Me against the yellow car here. Are we going to be able to find any way to overtake? Possibly. Possibly. I don't really want to go to Slipstream at this particular moment in time, because I'm not sure I want the sudden speed boost coming into what is a tight corner. That sun is that's the full Forza effect with the sun right there. And we found the leaders. Well, we went from leading to being in trouble to, well, we're not leading yet, but we are going to be on the podium. Now we've got to be careful of the onrushing traffic, because there's a lot of crossover points going on in all of this. Oh, didn't know where that white car was going. Came to the conclusion slowing down was the best possible option. We're going to get mugged, maybe. We are going to get mugged. One car either side of us would get through. Now, we saw how things went for us last time here. There's plenty of space, so you don't need to worry about following a car. Typically, we've all bunched up. There's so much space here, so you don't need to worry about following a car. Oh! That grey car. Well done for getting that back on the ground and controlled. That could have gone really badly wrong for you. That could have gone really badly wrong. Doesn't matter which checkpoint you aim for down here, just as long as you hit one, you'll hit the stop sticks, and then you'll turn around, and then we will try and guesstimate what side. They're all seeming to come to the left, so we're going to go to the right here. Oh! Try and spot the car. Someone actually spun on the ramp and has recovered it. Well played to do that. Oh, this is a silly obstacle. I like it. It's ridiculous. You're just watching cars hurtling towards you, trying to get out of the way. You see, we all want to get to this side. Oh, we might give the pink a little bit of a nudge because we want to make sure we land. Oh, we're going to have like stacking minigame going on here. Yep. You know, I think the slow tactic over there is the way to go. I really do. That was well played. He got himself out of trouble. Has got himself the lead. Not that it's necessarily going to last particularly long as we go into the loops now. But I cannot believe this is one of the most absurd tracks that we have driven, I think. Perhaps even full stop. And we've got a 4-car battle for the lead that has been raging for an entire lap. There has been a little bit of bumping coming into the loops. I'm actually not too sad to have been a smidge further back for our loop section. Keep myself out of trouble, not have any contact while going around here. And yeah, we're going to come out in 4th with a good shout of fighting for the lead over hopefully the next couple of laps. We'll see. We will see how it goes. Are we gonna? Well, we've got a mega run down here. Oh, I think the pinky purple car got fired off. One of the downsides with racing cars this quick is that the smallest nudge will send them absolutely soaring off of the arena. I was a bit early on the brakes there, I will be honest. So sorry, grey car. Yeah, it literally takes the tiniest bit of contact. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger, that was brave. You do not really want to pull out of the slipstream down here. Look at the train. Look at the train in towards turn 1. Lagmobile is thankfully floating, so that's all right. We've all got through. How on earth have... Uh-oh, don't attack them. Don't attack them. Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. Oh, that was, again, it's just that tiniest smidge of a touch. I lifted off the throttle as soon as I knew we were going to clip the yellow car, but you can't do anything at that stage. There's just nothing that you can do once it's gone. It's happened. We've got mega jump down here. Again, it was the grey car getting that same airborne fire forwards. Now, there is absolutely no need for me to be directly behind him because we'll hit the stop sticks and we'll just crash into him, although he's gone for a peculiar sort of spin around. Looks like Purple's caught back up to us. That's good to see. We're going to have a 4-car battle for the lead as we get going once more and start tackling the horrendous wall of death. Yellow's got the lead here. I'm thinking we stick to the left-hand side. I don't think any of the cars coming down are necessarily going to be heading to this side as we say that. That blue car, it's a light blue car, was playing it very, very risky. The grey vehicle, is he going to try the same tactic he did last time of braking? I was going to, but I think the car behind, I didn't realise there was a pink car directly behind us that was not wanting to go for that one. My apologies for that. Everyone was going for the full throttle approach, and I wanted to try something different. Now we're going side by side through the loop. We have got a little bit of space. We're clear of Purple. I think actually someone might have fallen off, potentially. Oh, we are in the lead. No, so the leaders crashed each other off. Purple's got a better run because I think I clonked my nose on the floor at some point and lost all of our... actually, who knows? One of the leaders has got a better run than us. Of course, as we're looping around here, the position is constantly changing. So I might be battling... Well, I am battling for the front position somewhere in all of this. I think the lead 2 cars... I think there are only 2 cars ahead of me. I think the grey car might have got flung out of the area. I am not sure. We're going to be very wide with a bit of oversteer right there. In fact, there's the grey car. Sorry, he's behind us. So they've got a little bit of bother and have got reset. Yellow has made a huge gain through all of that. Yellow is the big victor from that chain of events. And we have got 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go here with the Protos. I'm not confident because there's just no walls. It's just you fall off the edge of the map. You are done for. Oh no, Yellow's being caught out by the cross traffic. Are we going to get trained down here? I think we are. The big old lead lap train is going on into turn 1. I'm not pulling out of that. I'm not going into the oncoming traffic to risk. We will follow the leader through there. Still the 4-car battle rages. How on earth has this happened? We're 4 wide in a tube, and it's going to be me that will go to the lead here. For how long, who knows. But, oh, no, that's me done for, and that's why you tried to give each other space. Because I think that is us done for. Maybe we can regain it. Oh, we... That is the most incredible save. We are going to lead. We were turned around. We were tumbling down the road. However, we have got to the lead of the race. Somehow, in all of that mayhem, we have got to the lead of the race. Unfortunately, we are a little bit... we're a little bit further back. Oh! Yellow's gone. Yellow is down and out. Taken out by one of the vehicles traversing down the hill. Yeah, we're tending to stick as far to the left-hand side as possible because the cars will go over in the middle. Right, let's see if this works. You see, it won't work for me because you got to go fast enough to clear the stop sticks. Forgot about them. Oh, bugger. Got to go fast enough to get some airtime, but not so fast that you get a huge amount of height. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm experimenting on the final lap. You never want to be experimenting on the final lap. We got a really big wiggle on halfway around that loop. That wasn't comfortable. That really was not comfortable, but we got away with it. We recovered it. Now, there are 2 cars ahead of us that are, I'm hoping, fighting side by side in the loop. If they can get stuck in the loop somewhere, you know, if they can have a small coming together inside the loop, that works for me. That works for me. I'm not going to say anything yet because we've got to get round here for a final time. 1 more loop to go, and then we will be out of here. We are free of the loops. We are free of the loops. We don't have to worry about them anymore. The grey car exploded, and we have been inherited 2nd place. I don't know what happened to him. No idea what happened to that vehicle. How on earth he exploded? We saw the wreck of the car. He exploded after the loop. Maybe he, like, twisted out of it and rolled down the road. That is possible. That's about the only explanation that would make sense. It is going to be purple that'll take a victory. I will claim a 2nd place. It was actually a fantastic race. An absurd track, and we were fighting 4 cars wide, 4 cars for the lead that entire time, or almost the entire time. On the very final lap, grey exploded at the critical moment, and we had yellow got fired off the track. In fact, yellow has unfortunately dropped a fair way down the order from that collision. Yeah, we were. While we did relatively well to avoid any silly impacts on that course. Well, I should say on that course, on that section of the course. For the most part, if you do get hit there, you are pretty much done for, quite frankly. Well, absurd racetrack, brilliant, brilliant racing. That very much is the Failrace way. Well, we just had to try something a little bit more silly around this track, as if it wasn't silly enough already. Yes, we are going racing with bikes. Now, we're not allowed to shoot at each other, no. However, we are allowed to use the bike kicking combat. I don't call it combat? Yeah, that was the right word. So you do that. People fall off the bikes, and it's the most absurd thing you have ever seen. And I am now down in 9th. Basically, the start straight becomes a big... Oh, that's the wrong button. Becomes a big melee, and some people get lucky, and some people don't, and then we go back to racing again. People will probably forget about the kicking after a little while, or they will continue to kick. Oh, I've got a gun equipped. Get away, gun. No gun. Gun's no fun at all there. Also, try not to run over somebody's bike. It's just faster to... unless you're, like, really screwed over with checkpoints, it's just faster, so much faster to reset. We have got a rule that you are not allowed to be kicking people off on this ramp. I mean, if you crash off and so on, then fair enough. But, yeah, you're not allowed to kick people off on the ramp because... Good God, that thing had a lot of speed. Through the middle we go, because if you get screwed over on that ramp, you lose so much time. It's a little bit mean, basically. So that's the rules that we are playing by. You know, we're all about fair. Well, there's the pink bike that got so much speed on the way down here, then got really upset and fell off the the ramp on the way up. Oh, Christ. I did not see that until the very last second. Somehow I got away with it. I don't know if he survived, if he stayed on the ramp or not. It's anyone's guess, really. The bikes have a problem in that they can't complete the loops. They get caught on the ramps in weird ways, so we are just sort of taking the jumps. We're not going around the full loops. Everyone's doing it, so everything's all completely fair. These loop sections just reminded, or I've just remembered what they remind me of. There's a roller coaster. I think it's called like Munich Looping or something. It's got like the Olympic rings as for... I think they're all in a row. Actually, no, maybe you don't do them all in a row. I can't remember. It was ages ago that I went on it. But, yeah, it's got like the Olympic rings as loops in the centre of it. And that's what just seeing that there reminds me of. It does look quite a lot like that. Oh, there's been a kerfuffling up ahead, hasn't there? Now, I could be nice with Turquoise. We haven't pushed each other off yet. I mean, I will have a truce, not that they will be able to hear that I'm having a truce. The fact that I haven't kicked at them suggests perhaps that I'm okay with a truce and we can work together to get towards the front. Or, if you start kicking at me, there are now some bikes littering the road. I think, oh no, the white bike was, I think, for one of the leaders. The rest of them, the people going the other way are like trying to swipe at the vehicles that are like the lead vehicles. Is a viable tactic. It's a very unlikely one to pay off, but it is a viable tactic. You see, we have figured out that the best way, if we're going to make progress here, if we're going to catch the leader, we could try and screw each other over. However, it's not really going to help us in the long run. So, that's what they do. If you get a wheelie on the boost pad, you can get a really, really mega run. I'm sure they get some slipstream. Look at that. That's crazy. I would say that that's nearly cheating, but, that's just the way GTA 5 is with the boost pad. There are various sort of wheeling, I say exploits, just wheeling ways of getting excessive speed. But there's also ways to get yourself in trouble, like that, almost. God damn it. Turquoise, come back! Oh, we're in trouble now. I need some of that lovely, lovely slipstream. Come on, lovely slipstream. Purple is getting a massive lead because we've all managed to fluff it up. That was at like many hundreds of miles an hour that nearly went wrong at. Now we've got, you see, we're working together. We've got the slipstream. We're both going to go soaring past Purple, who completely ran out of steam at the top of the hill. There's some really peculiar and interesting tactics going on there. And then there's, I think there's a red bike that just comes soaring past all of us, but then sort of stops dead when they hit the landing. Oi! We were having a nice little truce here. Ha! Smack your face on the wall. Yeah, well done. Well done there. Go on, do it again. Oh, no, he's being a little braver than we are, but I'm happy to be a touch careful. So we don't do that. All right, me and Turquoise have got a brilliant little truce going on here, and it is proving well. Now, if Yellow wants to get in on the action, I will put him, perfectly happily off the course, because he's been swiping away and aggressive at us. But, me and I don't even know who is Turquoise. Zars. We will play nicely here, and we will hopefully be able to somehow find a way to sneak a victory, potentially. One more lap to go. One more lap to go in this race. We will get a slipstream, we will pass, and we will try and make progress. If we can kind of slipstream train our way forwards, then that works for me. Oh, Purple was trying. Oh! The leader got battle-axed. The leader got battle-axed. You see, we played nice, and while, we haven't maybe had the most spectacular of time. I say this is the slight problem. You see, we're all racers, and on the most part, it's kind of, we're so used to racing nicely. Well, we have now got to the stage. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I thought we were about to eat the Turquoise bike, and that would be, there is a huge advantage to be gained if you can do it right. I wasn't confident enough, and also my positioning with the bike directly ahead of me, thought that the better part of all of that was to not be doing it. That was some speed from vehicles going in between us. Now, let's not get screwed over here quite so much. We haven't this time around. We're trying to stay well clear. Oh, it's Turquoise in trouble. Go on, Turquoise. Blue, I think that's Rhys. I think that's the offensive blue bike of Rhys that has gone whizzing through, that has somehow got some... I don't know how they've got these boosts going on. I think they're getting the wheelies better on that initial part that I'm electing not to go for. Although then they can get screwed over later on if they do it too much. So there's a real fine line between getting progress and getting yourself in trouble. It's all going to go down towards this this final area. Hey, someone missed. Someone was too eager. Someone was too eager with the battle axing, with the night sticking, whatever it was they had on them there. I've pressed handbrake. Well, you've got to press left or right button to do the kicking, and I wasn't quite holding down A ready for it, so we just pressed handbrake and stopped. Well, that'll be a third place. Go on, you two. Leaders, fight yourself into attrition. We have knocked somebody off our bike, so we haven't been complete cows. Whereas my Turquoise friend, I think he's fallen back in all of that. I think Turquoise friend has fallen back. I think that's just I'm too nicer a person in general. We have inherited the lead. It is going to come down to me versus the pink bike on this final corner. Come on, slipstream effect, go! No, it's not going to be enough. Second, bugger. Bugger. I was trying frantically to get the right buttons to kick him off his bike at the final turn, but I couldn't quite get it right in the right position, and by the time I'd got my hands in the right place and was ready, we were not close enough to do it, so focus on getting to the line and not wiggling around. Oh dear. Unfortunately, the poor Turquoise buddy was all the way down in 11th. We worked so well as a team up until, well, the final lap. It all went a bit wrong. It all went a bit wrong. Oh dear, that was quite entertaining. That was quite entertaining. I did definitely come out better of the two of us. Stayed so long towards the front, but there we go. That is going to be it for this bizarre Loopy Mayhem Kickfest. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Of course, a big thank you to Rhys for building this crazy, crazy race circuit. Until next time, goodbye.